Yo, what up guys? This week I've been playing a lot of Arena, but I've also been losing a lot. So I've been stuck pretty much at 2.1k rating, roughly, or 2.2, something like that. And I wanted to look at some of my losses to see what I can improve, because of course we want to go for that Gladiator title. Anyway, these games are maybe a little bit less fun to watch, but they should be much more informative. I hope you enjoy. Alright, so this warrior priest, and generally our strategy is to sap the priest and kill the warrior. I think we have enough time for double sap, but we hesitate. Maybe I could be standing at the candles to range the massive spell. I'm not sure. In hindsight, I think we could have actually gone priest here. If he's so far in the open, then we should win the mana burn battle. But we decide to stick to the original plan and go warrior. So I spam purge the warrior and then I head for the tomb. Here I choose a bad route. I walk too close to the priest and the warrior and I get burned. The warrior could even punish me more by slowing me. The priest deads the blind, which is a nice play by him. Here I do some damage on the warrior, but there's no point because there are no wound poisons and I should check for that. Here the priest gets a burn on me, which is completely unnecessary. I just misjudged line of sight. I thought I was out of line, but I'm clearly in line. Now I'm on 40% mana while the enemy priest is on 80% and we don't have any wounds on the warrior. So I try to sneak off the drink. But the enemy priest notices this and he moves in to keep me in combat. I try to trade the spells with him to get the fear ward, but I don't get it. Here something interesting happens. The priest is crossing and I think I have the opportunity to dispel the fear ward. And the priest is casting on a melee right next to me, so I figure I can dispel him also. But apparently he's not in my line of sight when I'm down here and he's on the outer rim of the tomb. So half a second before he was on top of the lid and he could still cast. Anyway, I waste 3 globals chasing the priest and chest almost dies. Luckily I resist the fear. I'm forced to spam heal chest here and I line a mana burn. Even though chest almost dies, I think it's still the right play. Then I make a mistake. Here I go for the inner focus greater heal. And I just need to learn that I never need to cast greater heals unless I'm sitting at 40-yard range from everyone. The priest burns me on the intercept here. I fiend, fear, and pain suppression chest, which is mainly to protect my power word shield. I could have just asked chest to cloak. I tried to burn the priest. A shiv on the priest would have been super nice here. And ideally chest would stay away from the priest here so the priest can dispel him. The warrior gets a mace stun and I can't out-heal the damage. So the game is over. Alright, so positioning wise, what were the mistakes? I chose a bad route to the tomb and it gets me burned. I stand in line of sight of the priest unnecessarily and I get burned. I must misjudge line of sight on the tomb and I waste a lot of time. And I cast a greater heal while the warrior can easily intercept me and the priest can easily burn me. This warrior shaman. We typically try to kill the warrior and CC the shaman. If the warrior stays close to the shaman, then chest will typically start by CCing the shaman. And I get a head start on the warrior and I fear the shaman of chest CC. But in this case the warrior wants to come play at our pillar, which means that the shaman will be out of range of his tremor. So we open the warrior. Here I make my first positioning mistake. I run in line of sight of the shaman to heal chest. Instead I should stay behind the pillar, run through the warrior and then heal chest. Now I realize my mistake, but it's too late. I have no buff left and the warrior has connected on me. Here I'm behind the pillar and the shaman can purge, so I should put up my shield immediately, but I don't. Now I'm in a mace stun and they are popping bloodlust. Chest blinds the shaman, which is perfect because this forces trinket and buys me a little time. Now my first global should be pain suppression, but instead I shield and I dispel the bloodlust. The warrior trinkets cheap shot and then resists kidney, so I'm forced to trinket the intercept stun. The shaman runs into me, but he has no tremor down, so I welcome him with open arms. Here I do a stupid jump and now I can't cast for 1 global. I fiend because I need mana, but I already fear ward the chest, so it gets feared. Better would have been inner focus binding heal. Now I go for inner focus greater heal and I get punished. Never cast inner focus greater heal. And here I should have shielded, but the Shaman is spam purging me. I use Renew and Pawn and hope he's out of mana when I shield, but I get Mace Stun and I die. I didn't like this game while playing it. It felt like we didn't really have a chance. I was under so much pressure all the time and there didn't seem to be much I could do about it. I was just getting Mace Stunned and Warrior damaged. But in hindsight, there are many things I can do to improve and make this more manageable. First, I start with a positioning mistake that allows the Shaman to purge my buffs. Then I am slow with using my pain suppression. And I go for inner focus greater heal against the warrior with intercept up. So given how the Shaman was in the end, I think just one mistake less would have won us the game. This Mage Rogue. I get in combat with the Rogue through Massive Spell. Kind of like that because it prevents him from sapping me and then the Mage from stripping me. But here I miss position. I'm in front of the tomb and Chest is behind the tomb. I know the Rogue is near, so if they would open me right now it would not be good. I also strafe away from the tomb too much. I should just be glued to it. In fact, I should just remain on top. Anyway, I get the Mage with the Massive Spell, then I run behind the tomb to line him. Better would be for me to be near a pillar on the tomb. Then I would be in line of sight of Chest, but not of the Mage. Now the Rogue opens and I'm out of line of sight of Chest. Chest sprints in, but he overshoots the opener. So now he's stuck in a Nova without being able to hit the Rogue. I was too focused on my own play here to tell Chest that he should cloak. So now I peek around the corner to dispel Chest, but he gets sheeped out of my line of sight. I don't stick to the tomb enough and the Rogue gets to step on me. The Mage somehow lets Chest get a re, but I think this is a very dangerous play because I'm stuck in Novas on the other side of the tomb. I have no trinket, but the Rogue gets TBC'd on his opener. Here the Rogue tries to vanish, but I get him with the Holy Nova. Chest then blinds the Rogue through evasion, and we win the game. So the mistakes I made here. I should be more aware to be in line of sight of Chest all the time. I should try to use the pillars on the tomb for line of sight more rather than the tomb itself. And should I jump down, then I need to stick closer to the tomb. Anyway, we didn't really deserve to win this game, but I always like to end with a win. So thanks for watching, and I hope you will join me again next time.